Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is me, Bento. Ben? C-Tactics? I don't know, I'm so many different things these days. Today, we're gonna go through the comments for chapter 212 of Chainsaw Man. I'm a little late on this because I started college last week. I have to do HTML and CSS, and I just started statistics, and math is very hard for me, so pray. But you may be wondering, hey, C-Tactics, where are you at right now? Well, I'm in America, but I thought, you know what? This week, let's just let's give a shout out to Yoru or something. Why not? So let's go ahead and jump in. I don't know what the hell this intro is. So I first asked in the pinned comment, would you become a Fumiko Mifune? Which, you know, this was the big chapter, by the way, if you need a small reminder. Fumiko is literally an STD. And when you have sex with Fumiko, you turn into a Fumiko. So let's just see how many simps there really are out there. As a man who is talking in front of a cheeseburger and American flag says, only if there's cookies. Yeah, sure. What? Okay, I'm not even gonna, maybe. Hell nah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. This guy's a real one, or girl. Yes. Oh, crap. No. Nah, I'm gay and I'm not really into any of the male characters from Chainsaw Man. That's a lie. And you know how I know? Because Yoshida exists. And Denji. Which makes me wonder, it just responds, just getting into a theory. It makes me wonder if the nude photo of herself that Fumiko gives to Denji is a clue in and of itself. If Denji ends up eating the STD devil, then her contract would end, and it's possible that her victims can revert back to normal. Which makes me wonder who the nude Fumiko in the photo used to be originally. Heck, the Fumiko under the bed might not even be the real Fumiko, which I would probably bet is the case. None of them could be. Maybe the original Fumiko is already gone one way or another. That's what I think, honestly. I think she's dead. I don't know why. I just get that vibe. Plus, one of my Discord viewers, or what am I saying? One of my Discord community members DM'd me the other day, and he brought up this really good thing. Or this really good theory that the cover of that Fumiko is on, the manga volume cover, is her holding an upside down peace sign, which is obviously, as you know, Yoru points out, the V is for victory, right? So if the V is upside down, what could that mean? I don't know. Maybe it's the number 2. Maybe she is the second Fumiko. Maybe she has to go number 2. Not willingly, I might get caught and become Fumiko, but not if she was 14. That's true. We had a discussion about this in my Discord as well. Is Fumiko actually 14? I don't think so. But it brings up the question, how long has Fumiko even been alive? That's the real question. Do you feel the pain in our Diz? What? Hard pass. Maybe if she looked like the Death Devil. All right. That's the only reason. If she looked more like Rei Ayanami, you would do it. I love my viewers. I love them so much. No, I'm good. Massive pass. Yes, but didn't Makima get rid of AIDS Devil? True. No. I got HIV ad because of this video. Yes. Oh my God. No. Chat. The Fumiko Mifune stand. You guys make me fucking giggle every time I do one of these videos. I love you. I love you all. So now let's just go, let's just read like the top rated comments from this week's or last week's video and see what people really have to say about the chapter. To quote a wise man, it is time for Denji to look inward and start asking himself the big questions. Who are you? And what do you want? Obviously he did that in part 1. Which I think that is kind of like the funny thing. People are so frustrated with Chainsaw Man because it's like, Denji's just going through the same character development over and over, which I feel like that is a misrepresentation of what is actually happening. But I do actually appreciate when people do like comment that. I said in this week's video that like I tried to not air my grievances, but after reflecting a little bit on it, I probably will try to stop airing my grievances, but I do appreciate it when people bring this up because it's a good conversation to have, in my opinion. This is an Uncle Iroh quote, isn't it? irony or something. Uncle Iroh? Oh, it is. Who's Uncle Iroh? The answer, who are you? What do you want? Tugoon. Not me. I would never do that. The funniest thing about Fujimoto's world building is that he can come up with any kind of devil with some bullshit power, and it somehow would make sense. That's true. You would think usually that would be a downside for Chainsaw Man, but I actually think it is one of the series' best strengths, because as we see with, for example, like the bomb devil or like the nuclear weapons devil, like there are loopholes around it. Like he fully embraces that the concepts that humans come up with inherently can have these, I don't know, these contradictions. Like they can hold up pretty well, but when you kind of start poking holes in them, like you can do the same thing with the devils as well. That's what Death did to herself too. She poked holes in her. Absolutely brilliant, because anything can be used for fear. That is true. Even my fear of the comment section. STD Devil sounds very overpowered, but it's a type of fear that humans usually ignore, so she ain't that strong. True. But at the same time, it is a very strong ability, which that's what makes her terrifying, I guess. Is the more the it's a pandemic, right? Or it's an epidemic. Or which one's the bad one? Is it the pandemic, or is the epidemic the small one, or is the pandemic whatever the big one is? Whatever the super big brain one is. I don't know. I'm so spread thin this week. I'm doing so much college work. All I can think about is HTML code. Just so you know, ! doc type HTML closing tag. Fun fact, the light green color is the national color of STD awareness. And if you look at volume 19, which is Fumiko on the cover, which we talked about, all the background is light green. Fumiko. I was literally about to say Fumiko never misses. Imagine if I said that out loud. Fujimoto never misses. It's true. Let's see what people say. Also, I've seen some people point out that the patterns and the paintings on the background resemble a kitty. That is true. There are patterns. I was looking at this the other day. There are patterns. Let me bring this up. All right, so I hope I found it. I'm not using Bing. I mean, I am using Bing. I just don't use Bing. But as you can see, there's these patterns right here on the wall. And that is very interesting. And also here you can see the upside down peace sign. It's all very clever. Very, very clever. Which I think, I don't know, it's interesting. Also, what does the chair mean? What could the chair mean? She's very small, by the way. She like fits into that chair pretty easily. I guess you could say, if she fits, she sits. I'm sorry for that joke. The cover for Fami Death Devil also foreshadowed her true identity. Fujimoto hides all of his clues in the covers. OMG. Oh my god, let's go check that out right now. All right, as we can see from the Fami cover, I'm not sure what here would give off. Maybe it's the patterns in the background. Something about this shows, it looks like flowers of some kind. So maybe it's like there's some sort of, I don't know, something with those flowers that symbolically mean something. Or it could be the hat. The Nazi general hat she wears. I don't know, man. Mifune Fumiko, stand proud, Bonnie Blue, you are strong. Difune's solos. Bonnie Blue's solos. 1K men in a day every couple of months is unrivaled. All right. Comment section. You're doing something this week. Can we all agree that Fumiko is the creepiest character in Chainsaw Man, and that is quite an accomplishment? That is kind of true. She is very creepy, though I would say Death is kind of creepy too. But at the same time, she's really meep, and she elbow all the time, so I don't know. It's really, her designs can be kind of creepy, I guess. I don't know. I take back all of what I just said. Santa Claus is worse, I believe. Oh, that's true. Santa Claus is pretty creepy. Same could be said for Makima. That's also true. Makima, you know what? There's a lot of creepy characters in Chainsaw Man, it turns out. AIDS was pretty big around this time. It makes sense. That's true. AIDS killed Freddie Mercury. So that's a bit of a lore, a real life lore guide for you right there. Everyone has a hard-on for Chainsaw Man's heart. What about Denji's heart, huh? Denji. That is from the Rize arc, which I did a video on. And by the way, Bomb Girl arc, great, fantastic if you haven't read it. Don't know why you'd be watching this video or literally reading Chainsaw Man if you just decided to not read potentially the best arc in Chainsaw Man. I love this comment right here. I have never wanted a character to just say no to sex as much as I have while reading Chainsaw Man, which is true. It's very true. Well, to answer the question, I guess, that I asked you guys in the comment section for this video, would I become a Fumiko Mifune? Hell no. Fumiko has... Guys, if you've watched... You guys remember that when I did that intro for Fumiko, where I thought she was going to literally die like 5 chapters later? That is how much... I like Fumiko. I think Fumiko's a great character, okay? Don't get me wrong. But in terms of me being interested in Fumiko like that, no way, Jose. So let's go ahead and let's get into some of the more recent comments. So I'm kind of, fair and balanced with all of my fair and balancedness. All right, we sorted by new comments, so let's see. Nice bass play, dude. I was worried you were about to sing. Thanks for the compliment. Thanks. That is very interesting. I did play bass guitar in the beginning of this video, but nobody really commented anything about it. I'm just kind of sad. Just saying. Just sad. I think Denji will reject both Lil D, Yoru, Fumiko, and choose Asa, the person who genuinely cares about him and who isn't trying to take advantage of him via sex like the others. I mean, that's not a very hot take, but it is a take that we do need to hear sometimes. We do need to be reminded, right, that Denji isn't going to choose a devil. Probably. Denji most likely is going to choose a human. And Asa is freaking awesome. Okay, Asa That's why she's a part of Team Asa right? Because she's awesome. Get it? I don't know why, but I feel like that the true Fami will do something crazy, just like Kobeni in the first part. Knowing Fujimoto, it's probably what? Fumiko's kinda right. Humanity in Chainsaw Man world can't survive because the premise of their world is so freaked up. The fact anything could be a devil and their power scaling is based on the human fear of them. There's no way humans can survive unless the entire population gets lobotomized. Yes and no. Yes and no. Because there is a way to technically get rid or manage fears. It is to properly support the world and its people. I don't want to talk about socialism, right? I'm not getting into that kind of thing, or like political beliefs or ideologies. I'm more talking about like the practicality of these things is different, but like if we're hypothetical, right? If you set up a system which supports every single person and makes sure they have the basic necessities and what they need, and that they have hope and all of this stuff, I think devils become largely a much smaller issue, if that makes sense. Because there's not as much fear to prey upon. Now, there is inherently to a degree, because there will be fears created within that society too. But, it wouldn't be as crazy as nuclear weapons devil, right? So it would be a different playing field. Yes, it would be the same thing. You would get to the same conclusion. I understand that. But I don't think it's as grim, right? I don't think it is as like Doomer cultists grim. If not, I will end this war. Since everyone is so afraid of nuclear weapons, then simply let every country in the world have nuclear weapons, Denji. Good one. That's a good one. Yes. Yes, Dingy-Heimer or something. Fumiko got me acting like an etymologist because I'm about to catch me some... Your analysis of the significance of the Eva comparison was spot on. Both Shinji and Denji do not know what they want. Thank you. I appreciate that comment. And yeah, I think Fujimoto quite a bit references things, especially like Evangelion. I think Evangelion definitely is a big inspiration for a lot of characters. I mean, I say visually, inspiration for nearly every character. Dingy, the outfits that public safety wears, Death or Fami or whatever. I even think Asa has a little bit of Misato in her, a little bit. Obviously Himino. Himino, come on. Himino is Misato. Gendo and Makima. I mean, there are so many Evangelion allusions and riffs and inspirations in Chainsaw Man. It's hard not to, really, when you actually like definitely watch season 1 of Chainsaw Man and then watch season 1 of Evangelion if you haven't right after, and you'll notice. You'll definitely notice. They're everywhere. Bro, the bass riff is fire for 15 minutes. You want me to do it for 15 minutes? Fumiko is being creepy again. Mom! Fumiko's being creepy again. Denji, I am going to run away. Don't do it. Don't do it, Denji. Get in the back, Denji. If you're reading this right now, I just want to say I'm rooting for you. Whoa. Am I reading a bot comment, by the way? We're strangers, but that doesn't mean I don't care. I know what it's like to feel you're pushing a boulder uphill. I felt that way until I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to be funny right here. I'm just really annoyed by, what am I using? Microsoft Edge? God, why am I using the worst things for this? I'm sorry. I felt that way until I picked up Manifest the Unseen by Lunar Rivers. I can't explain it perfectly, but it changed my whole perspective. After checking it out on YouTube or reading it, things have been flowing, money, peace, confidence. Maybe this is your moment too. Stay open. Wishing you more than you ever imagined. Definitely not a bot comment. Definitely not. Definitely not a robot, you guys. Definitely not a robot. Nice! Using the same emojis. Definitely not a bot comment. So many people praise this book, Manifest the Unseen by Need to share this because it changed everything. Was stuck in the same patterns, overthinking, self-doubt, feeling blocked. Found this book, Manifest the Unseen by Lunar River. What really blows my mind is how little curiosity people have when it comes to manifestation and the deeper mechanics behind it. Most folks are satisfied with their recycled think positive and visualize narrative, which sure has its place, but that's just the surface. There's a whole architecture of laws and principles underneath they've never even touched. The fact so few have heard of Lunar Rivers. Who is Lunar Rivers? So let's ask the big question. What counts as sex for Fumiko? If she gets to be a... I can't read these comments out loud. I love the bass intro. More bass intro / outfits. Oh, you want outfits? You want more outfits than just the Attack on Titan outfit? I'm broke. I can't afford them. You're really stupid. The AIDS devil was eaten by Pochita. Not every STD equals AIDS. And even joking like that is such a cornball move. I'm sorry I offended you. You know, despite you being pretty rude, I hope you have a nice day. See? Was that hard? I'm thinking the ending will be Denji clapping all girls. It will soon turn into hentai. Yo, that was nasty. Wait, what happened at 25 seconds? I don't know what was... Oh, you're talking about the bass riff. Oh, I thought you... Oh, God. Bro is talented as fuck on the bass, bro. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, I actually... The last time I went to college, I went for music. I was in a jazz band in college, and I was going in to play guitar because I only had a guitar at the time. 6-string electric. It was the Les Paul is what I had. Walked in. First day... jazz professor sits me down. I'm trying to learn these chords or whatever. I think it was for Feeling Good, the Nina Simone thing. And he goes, you know what? You two swap guitars. So I give my guitar to the actual guitar player in the band because he was playing bass and he was having trouble. And he's like, here, let's see what you do on bass. And I'm like, but I've never played a bass before. What do you mean? And he just goes, no. All you need to know is 3 strings, E, A, and D. And I'm like, okay. And we play it through, and it was just totally natural for me. And ever since then, I've been playing bass guitar. Actually, fun fact, that bass guitar I played in jazz class, I recently bought that last year, or maybe a couple years ago now, after one of my videos went viral, and I gained, I earned so much freaking money from that video. And I bought myself a new bass guitar, and it was the exact same bass that I played for the very first time in that jazz class. Same model, same color. It's on screen now. I remember to put it up there. And yeah, that's the bass you heard, and it's my favorite bass of all time. It's a precision bass. AOT's ending was horrible, bruh. Thanks. I appreciate you guys still talking about AOT's ending after all these years. By the way, that viral video I was talking about was my video explaining the ending of AOT. Funny. I'm waiting for him to sing the intro, then realize he's playing bass. I want to see what this reply is. Same. You guys actually thought I was going to sing? Oh, God. That would be bad. I don't know how to sing at all. Someone teach me. If anyone who watches the channel plays any sort of instrument, knows how to sing, join my Discord and add me as a friend. I want to be friends with you. All right. I want to leave on a question to ask you guys in the comments below, or take from a viewer. So this viewer is asking you guys, bro, he just jorked it to the pick. That's it. Is this true? Do you think he jorked it? Or do you think he jarked it? Jork or jark? Which one? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, check out my video on chapter 212. It's on the screen right now. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like, all that stuff. I'll see you in the next video. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.